Welcome to Gone in 60 Seconds. Today we have the brand new Citroen e-C3, Citroen's new electric car, starting at around £20,000. It's amazing value and we're going to tell you all about it. But before we do, please like and subscribe and click the notification bell so you get a notification every time we add a new car video. Thank you. So this is the Citroen e-C3 Max trim, which is the highest trim level. We're just going to talk a little bit about the exterior of the car. First of all, on this trim level, you do get the tinted rear windows and the roof bars, which I think are really useful if you want to put a roof box on or a roof tent. You get the 17-inch diamond cut alloys, which I think look really smart. LED lights. This Citroen light signature you see on the front and the back is across all of the Citroen models. I think that's quite a strong design, especially the way they jut out and they're quite angled. I really like that. Going down the side of the car, you do get the heated door mirrors on this trim and the black wheel arch extensions, which obviously give the car that little bit more of a butch kind of look. These little trim points you see here, so the little red accents there and on the back by the rear door, are interchangeable, so you can buy different colours, different shades, and you can personalise your car. Also on this trim you can get the two-tone roof colour, so you've got the white roof on the blue body here, which is a really good addition on this car. I like this a lot. Moving around to the front, you've got this texture on the front along with the nice shiny new Citroen badge, which we really love. And again, that light signature that we were talking about. This is still a fairly small car, but it is sat slightly higher off the road in a sort of crossover SUV stance, as they all are these days, aren't they? But it is way better for accessibility because getting in and out is much better, and obviously you've got that higher seating position, which gives you a really commanding view. I think that all contributes to this looking really strong. It's a good, handsome looking car. Right, let's take a look in the boot. So you get a manual boot on this one. There's no buttons or anything like that. You've got quite a deep load lip, which for some use cases is great and some not so great, so you've got to pick whether that's right for you. If you're going to the garden centre and getting loads of bags of soil or whatever, then you've got to lift them in and out. That might be a bit of a pain. But if you go into the shops and you're putting your bags in it, it's absolutely brilliant because when you open the boot, your shopping's not going to fall out. So it's a very usable, nice size boot. It's quite a good shape as well. You can get plenty of shopping in there. You'll easily get some suitcases in if you're going on holiday with the family. That's a decent, usable space. Massive thanks to our partner for this video, Yeoman's Citroen in Torquay. Interesting, fun story about Yeoman's Citroen. They've been here a very long time, 40 years in fact. But my dad bought a car from them when he was really poorly, and they really looked after him. I thought that was like an interesting little soundbite. He bought his Citroen Zara back in the it was like the late 90s, early 2000s or something. Right, here we are in the back of the e-C3. It's quite a good size in here actually. You've got loads of headroom because it's quite a tall car. For me, I've got some decent leg room as well. You've got space under here for your feet. Nice big pockets in here. And there's even a little special phone pocket up there. So if you're watching your films or whatever in the background, you can sit there and do that. You've got a 12-volt charger there and two USB-Cs. There is a transmission tunnel in the middle because it's the same platform as the petrol version, the petrol hybrid version. So really, traveling with 3 adults might be a bit of a squeeze, but if you've got 3 children, that's all right. The actual middle seat isn't too bad at all. It's not a horrendous size, so it's quite nice. You've got really comfortable materials. Actually, it's like a cloth, but it's really nice. One thing Citroen do extremely well is comfort, and you're going to get very, very comfortable seats here. Isofix in 2 seats in this car to the 2 outer rear seats. But it's very comfortable, really, really comfortable. Loads of space, and because it's quite tall, you've got quite a lot of view out the window as well. That's all right, that, isn't it? I could quite happily sit here and have a nice journey with someone else driving. This would be great. The materials in here are okay. They have continued the design throughout the whole car, so it's not like a really dark place. It's quite funky and it's really well made. It's really comfortable, chilled out place to be. I like this a lot. Right, we're here in the front of the car, and do you know what? When you consider how much money this car is and what a good deal it is, it's actually really, really pleasant in here. Citroen haven't scrimped on it. They've not saved on it. You can tell there's some plasticky bits in here, but they've really, really tried to make it so it's nicely textured, it feels nice, it's well designed. There's a lot to be very, very happy about here. Now, first of all, it feels weird saying it, but it's almost retro-like. It's got an actual key, even though it's an electric car. Which, obviously, it's the same platform as the petrol hybrid one, so it's obviously going to work in exactly the same way. But there's an awful lot to like in here. So, materials on the sides, really nice. It has these little funny tags on each door. This one says, have fun. That one says, be cool. There's ones on the back as well that say other nice life-affirming messages. Thank you, Citroen, which is kind of cool. But if you think things Citroen have always done really well are comfort and, you've got to say, a bit of a quirkiness. It's almost like they've always been quite innovative in styling, bold choices that have then gone on and been popular elsewhere. So the same is true in this car. There's a lot of very bold design. Right, so in here you've got some really nice materials. This is like a cloth. This is a plastic, but it's ridged and it looks really cool. It's very strong. Nice little trim along here. This is a plastic shelf, but again, it's been designed. Everything in here isn't just loads of plastic that's not been thought about. They have thought about every surface. You've got the gloss plastic around your air vents. Right, this here is gloss black, so it will show up your fingerprints, but it's very minimalist, very cool. You've got your standard gear selection tool here. This button here that says C, you may remember that older cars in the Stellantis brands had a little B button there, which was for your regen braking, but now it's C for comfort. So it comes with regen braking as standard, but if you push the comfort button, it just eases that off a bit for you. 2 cup holders of decent size, and there is your wireless charging pad, which has got a really cool rubbery texture in it so your phone doesn't fly around. Down here you've got some physical climate control buttons, which we absolutely love, and this little digital panel that lights up and tells you more about what's going on. On this Max trim you've got your heated seats and your heated steering wheel. It's all controlled by real buttons along here. And then we need to talk about the seats. Ah, yes. These are extremely comfortable seats. It's a cloth seat, 2-tone, 3-tone I suppose, because that's a slightly different colour to that. But they are really, really plush. They're very, very comfortable. Which you would not be unhappy doing a nice long journey in here, because it's like a nice lounge seat to sit in. It's a really good, comfortable ride. Now time to talk about the technology in here. Now, Citroen have done something a little bit different. Now, we know a lot of electric cars, the trend is just a screen in the middle that tells you everything. And maybe on the really premium models, you get a heads-up display, but what Citroen have done is a bit different, and it's helped bring the cost down a little bit because there's not like a big driver display screen here, but you do get what Citroen call their head-up display. And if you look here, it's actually a little LED screen under here, which works exactly the same as a heads-up display because the information's right in front of your face. It's a little bit further back, so you don't have to take your eyes off the road to see your speed limit warnings, your gears, your information about how much time you've got left in your charge and your battery state. Isn't that brilliant? That's really well thought about. And as I said, it does bring the cost down quite considerably, which is an absolute benefit in this car. I like that a lot. So the steering wheel in this car is quite small. You can see by the size of my hands, it's not a very big steering wheel, but that is also pretty cool. It's not really a square, it's not really a circle, it's more of a squircle, but it's quite cool, isn't it? You've got these buttons here, which are, the whole thing does move. So they're not like touch pads, but that's really quite nice. You've got proper toggle switches in the middle. That's really cool, I like that. And it's quite nice to drive. It's quite touchy-feely. As I say, it's heated as well in this Max trim. There's a lot to like about that, isn't there? Okay, so with your infotainment screen in the Citroen e-C3, there are three main areas to remember with this. You've got three things. Basically, you've got your radio or your media player, you've got your phone connection, and you've got your navigation. They're the three main things that this is very good at. You have got Android Auto and CarPlay built in, which you'll probably use in the most case anyway. But the system itself is certainly not the worst by any stretch. It's quite clear. It's quite nice and simple, in fact, which I think is going to be brilliant for most people because it's not overly complicated. It's not like hundreds and hundreds of sub-menus. And as we said earlier, you've actually got physical buttons. So I do like this. It's very smart. And it's not just a massive, great big screen, so you don't just get lost in glare. It's kind of in the right place for whilst you're driving. I like that. And a little USB-C tucked away over the side there for your passenger as well. Amazing connectivity in this little car. So there is a little bit of storage in here. There's a cubby, it's quite deep as you can see by how far my arm goes down. In here there's a little tray where you can, I was going to say keep your key, but your key actually has to go in there, doesn't it? So you can keep, I don't know, your car seats. Everyone has to have car seats, right? See, and there's a USB-C on there as well, and your parking brake. And to be expected with Stellantis, you do have your half-size glove box because the fuse box is in there. And look at the little detail. How cool. So, driving the Citroen e-C3. The first thing that really strikes me is how much of a simple car it is to drive. And I mean that in the greatest respect. It's just a nice, easy car to drive. You're sat quite high up. It's not like a really high SUV or anything, but it feels quite accessible. It's really nice the way you're sat high and you've got a really great vision. It drives really nicely. It goes exactly where you want it to. There's no lag. It's obviously not supercar quick, but then you wouldn't expect it to be. But it's got enough power to get you up when you're overtaking somebody. But the control, it feels really, really good to drive. It has the cushioned suspension that is a Citroen hallmark. And I have to say, it's an absolute marvel because you're gliding along almost. It's just a very comfortable drive. And of course that goes to the seats as well. And you said, no, I said one of the things that Citroen does really, really well is comfort. And that applies to the ride as well. you can also apply that to the layout of everything around you. Because you've got the head-up display, effectively, so all your information is nicely accessible, but you don't feel drowned in tech. You don't feel overwhelmed by it. You've got a screen in the middle, and it's easy to use. It's not overwhelming because you've got real buttons for your climate, etc. So it has all the tech advantages of a really modern car without the drawbacks of it being too much. The other thing to really note about this car is, because it's an EV, it's really calm and quiet. There's no real noise. Obviously, you've not got the roar of an engine or any kind of mega noise in here. You can hear a little bit of tyre noise, but it is really quiet. I think this car brings us to the EV conversation, and I think it's a conversation we have to have. I'd be interested to know your thoughts, so do put them in the comments below. This is a great car for someone who's looking for their first electric car. Someone's looking to dip their toe in the water and give it a go. Because of the value proposition, obviously, it's really compelling value in terms of miles as well, when it does 199 miles. So your commute is covered. It costs very little to charge if you've got a driveway and you put yourself on the cheapest overnight tariff, which is around 7 pence per kilowatt hour. That means you can charge this for less than a £5. And if all of your driving for a week is covered by less than a £5, and all you've got to remember to do is plug it in once a week, that's so simple, isn't it? 5 things I love about the Citroen e-C3. Number 1, it's this space in the rear. Not only is it really spacious, you've got loads of cool add-ons like the pockets for the phone and everything. It's a brilliant place to sit. Number 2. So number 2, it has to be the comfort of these seats. They're absolutely incredible, and I don't know how Citroen have done it, but it feels great. So for long journeys, this is absolutely a beautiful place to be. Number 3, it has to be the suspension in this car, because it's just like gliding along on pillows. The car sits beautifully for hours on end. It's just an amazing ride. Number 4, it has to be the driver display, which obviously is off at the moment, but it gives you all the information you need, and it is really clear in a really perfect place. And number 5, it has to be the value for money on this car. Starting at around 20 grand, for what you get, it's incredible. There's so much car for the money, with just under 200 miles of range. Wow, yeah, for that kind of money, you can't beat it. So absolutely brilliant. I love this little car. So it's probably time for a conclusion. This is a little car that I absolutely love. It's got an awful lot of brilliant selling points. It's small, it's extremely easy to drive, it's great to park. Being an electric car, it's extremely cheap to run. Just under 200 miles on the battery, but that's more than enough for most people every week with your commute. So it really is a no-brainer. If you're looking to get into your first electric car, you're looking for something to commute nice and cheaply. It's got great styling, it's comfortable. It's a great choice. I really, really like this car, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. Make sure you like and subscribe our channel so you can see plenty more videos like this where we talk about loads of other cars. Big thank you to Yeoman's Citroen in Torquay for providing the car today. 40 years they've been providing amazing service to the people of Torquay. Thank you very much. Please like, subscribe and click the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.